Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, welcome back. This is the second game of the second semi-final here. On the Competo Cup, we have Elfi playing against Sif right now. Elfi spawning in the top right position as the blue Protoss player. Meanwhile, we have Sif as the red Protoss player in the bottom left. On the first game on Terminus Re, we saw that Sif was barely able to hold off Korean 4-gate style. He was able to get rid of a lot of pilots, but in the end, the first wave of the warped in zealots by Elfi just killed too much of an economy for Sif, even though he was able to get rid of all the pilots, all the zealots. After all, it did too much damage to his economy, and Elfi was able to get ahead by 10 probes, but in terms of units lost, he was behind quite a lot, so I'm not really sure of the decision by Sif to leave right away. But he was moving out with his forces off the base, off his own base, and then he just encountered some stalkers of Elfi. Maybe this was his decision to say, okay, I'm out of this game. It's not worth wasting any more time, and I try just my luck here in the second game. So it is time for the production tab, and now Elfi once again with a sort of a fast gateway. His gateway is now at the 60-second mark. Meanwhile, the gateway of Sif is only at the 50-second mark. So maybe Sif would have had a one more probe, but actually this is not the case. The probe count is pretty much the same. So Sif is about 10 seconds late with his gateway. So now we see this cybernetic score for Elfi at the 25 seconds, the cybernetic score for Sif at the 15-second mark. So actually 10 seconds is still the difference. Now let's take a look at those nexus. Next side, the nexus here for Sif at 60 energy right now. What about the nexus of Elfi? It is at 60 energy as well. So each guy just chrono boosted his worker count twice, and now there we see the first chrono boost by Elfi on the cybernetic score. Now we see the first chrono boost by Sif on the cybernetic score as well. Absolutely we do. So each player is now getting up a stalker, and now Elfi does not want to go for some sort of one gas 4-gate. He's going for the second gas, and now I want to go I just got distracted one more time. I would just mention it one more time, so everybody who's having the operator on my chat right now, just do it the American way or do it the French way. Just ban and ask questions later. If someone is not able to behave, just ban those guys right away, so they will not come back. So let's focus a little bit more on this game. Actually, this time Sif is the one going for the 4 gates. We see Elfi only going for the 3 gates, and might he even be going for some robo follow-up or for some blink stalkers? Because blink stalkers, I saw a lot of freaky stuff with the blink stalk. If you are able to hold off the normal 4-gate attack, you should be able to do much damage. Now Sif is moving out because his 4 gates are finished a little bit sooner, but the warp gate technology for Elfi is finished a little bit sooner. But Sif will be able to warp in from 4 gates, meanwhile Elfi will only be able to warp in from 3 gates because he just started. This gateway takes another 30 seconds including opening the gate. But now Elfi warped in more stalkers, losing this pylon, or better to say forcing a cancel, and now it is 5 stalkers against 4 stalkers and a sentry. Of course, not all of those stalkers on the low ground were able to shoot this pylon. It will get taken out here by Sif, by Elfi, and Sif really wants to badly, as much as possible, wants to get in here, but now 4 stalkers, 2 sentries is not enough. I'm not sure what Sif is doing. Why is he just humiliating himself? This attack is not working at all for him, forcing a cancel here at this pylon. If it's not working, just don't try to force your way to victory. I never saw a Protoss player just being successful against other good Protoss player on the same play level just by losing so many pylons. I mean, he knows on the top of the ramp there are 5 stalkers and a sentry. Why the hell is he moving up with the 4 stalkers? Now Elfi is just able to take out one pylon after another, and I think I have no idea why he did this. Now Sif wants to go for some sort of transition here, going for the robo facility, and I mean, Elfi is known for being an awesome 4-gate player, and beating someone with his own weapons, not so sure about this. Sentry was moving out, and Elfi is now playing cautious. He's not overextending himself, and this is how you do it. Taking a look at the units lost, this is more than one-sided already. 300 resources, 1,600 resources. This is not what you want to have right now, and the only thing Sif can come back to this game is going for some weird one-base Colossus play, but on the other hand, guess what? Who is going for Colossus play as well? Indeed, it is Elfi. Elfi putting up his Robotics Bay wide away, so with this Robo Bay out at the same time in his Colossi, his Stalkers and his Zealots, he will be in a pretty good position. And nice choice by Elfi not to try to rush his way here up the ramp, just playing careful, just playing cautious, and not try to do much. What is Atosa saying all the time? I'm not saying it because everybody knows it. I'm saying it anyway. If you're ahead, try to get more ahead. Try to play it safe. Try to secure the win. So smart choice by Elfi because he knows it just killed so much stuff worth a lot of minerals. So I have some theoretical opportunity minerals left over, and he's using those minerals to go for the Nexus because he knows. If there will be a one-base counter-attack coming up here by Sif, he knows he will be able to defend this attack. Now with his Observer out, having vision on the high ground, he sees, okay, there's a Robo facility, he knows there's a Robo Bay, and because of the fact that, yeah, he knows, okay, I just defended this 4-gate, I killed a shitloads of pylons, I killed even more Stalkers, I can go for the Colossus as well, but as well, also, I can go for the Nexus, so, Elfi is in a good position. Let's take a look at the supply count. There we see the difference is not that big at the moment because this money Elfi now decided to use for his Nexus is the money Sif decided to use for some units. Sif's first Colossus is out. What about the first Colossus for Elfi? Of course it is out as well, so each player is going for the Colossus, and an indicator that Sif does not want to plan to expand anytime soon is that he's not getting the Thermal Lance upgrade, because if you're going for some powerful one-base push, you just want to get out as many Colossi as humanly possible, as fast as possible, because going for the Thermal Lance upgrade with 140 seconds research time is just not enough. It's better to spend your additional gas on sentries, on Stalkers, on additional Colossus. And now Sif is moving out once again, but there are the 1 and the 2nd Colossus by Elfi already waiting. He's got how many probes? He's got 31 probes compared to the 26. Now even in a nearly 18 supply lead right now, warping in more stuff. He just does have the better economy. He's able to warp in more stuff out of his 4 gates, actually 5 gates, and this Robo. And what is Sif doing? Sif is not going for an attack, and Elfi knows exactly where the forces of Sif are because of this Observer. Now Sif is moving in, and nice job, nice positioning here by the Colossi. All those Colossus have some space in between, so the Thermal Lance attack, the splash damage attack of the Colossi of Sif will only hit one of Elfi's Colossus at once, and that's why he's left no other choice than to GG and leaving the game to Elfi. So Elfi 2-0ing Sif here, Sif being good man at saying good luck in the finals. So we have Elfi against Joe in the finals. Joe, of course, the one who beat Action Jesus 2-1. So it will be a PvP finals. I'm really pumped for this because Elfi is such a good PvP player. On the other hand, this cautious, this very smart, I just do not want to use the word slow, but or passive, but the very well thought out gameplay of Elfi, this might be a really interesting composition because Elfi of Joe, because Elfi is known as the aggressive player and Joe is no more known as the passive player. So this aggressiveness and this passiveness now attacking each other. So I'm hoping for some great PvPs. So congratulations Elfi, good luck next time to Sif, and finals coming up very soon.